Hello, yours truly, Euge here. I posted a video a while ago about how I figure out and learn songs in general, and I got a few requests that could I do a video that how I build or compose / write solos on the albums. So this video is about that. I thought that I will go this through via 3 different examples. One is that was completely improvised, and one that was partly improvised, partly written out, so to speak, and one that is like completely written out, and it's based on arpeggios. So the first one solo I'm going through, it's technically quite easy. It's a solo from Karma, our meaning Cyrus debut album, Letters to Myself, the first single. So the chord structure behind it, it's just a real simple. We're gonna call it E minor C D. Anyway, it goes in E minor, or because our tuning we tune down to C, it's actually C minor. But anyway, I'm talking for that it's easier to follow and understand, and myself too, that it's in the key of E minor. So I thought that because it's the part goes down there, the solo part, the tempo goes to half tempo. I thought that okay, this needs something melodic, and I just noodled, something. Something in that style, and while I was noodling, playing that part repeatedly, I suddenly the melody started to become clearer to me, and then I had it in my head like so that's what I ended up doing, so the solo is like. First part is kinda, I played it almost similarly every time. Maybe I do sometimes I might do like some octaves, but that's basically like I played it pretty much the same as on the album. And then comes the more improvised part, which I just now I'm gonna play a little bit more notes, so it's like so that's basically I'm doing something like that live. I mean it has the. That's what I basically always have, the 2-step bend from G to B, and then the ending is something in E pentatonic / blues scale. It varies. Sometimes I might play it. It's just some fast lick in E blues, E pentatonic scale, and I ended up in always in G and pinch harmonics. Sometimes I hit the pinch, sometimes not, because the next part starts on E, and G is a minor third of that, so it's kind of nice ending. Well, that's the way I approached or created the lead for Karma. So part composed, part improvised, and basically noodling how I always or most often write the solos. I just play along with the part, and then when I feel that I'm onto something, then I press record, and then I guess Karma was I think it was a one take, or maybe the first half, the melodic part, when I got that down, okay, that's it, and then I'm gonna, you know, just do something for the next part. And when I found it something that, oh, that was cool, that was happy, then okay, that's a keeper, then that was it. And then for the live, I usually try to recreate it, you know, not note by note, but in the style, because you know, playing solos is one of the rare moments where I can play whatever I want, since we have a lot of our riffs and all the guitar parts are really arranged and harmonized, so you have to play them exactly almost all the time like they are thought out and arranged, so there's not much of improvisation in the songs, but in the solos. But of course I try to respect my original compositions, because that's what people are you know, familiar with. Like, let's say Randy Rhoads, it would be really awkward if he would play something totally different, let's say, into Mr. Crowley than was from the album. Although he always played a bit differently, but the basic core is there. Okay, then another way is like totally right out, so to speak. So another example from Cyrus' debut album, a song called Black Wings. The chord progression behind the solo is A minor, G major, B minor, F major. So the solo starts with and that's harmonized. Or something like that. Anyway, Marcus played that part live, I don't remember even anymore. But anyways, that was like weird note. I had this like kind of violin chord kind of thing. So that's what we played always at the same time. And then the next part is arpeggio, because first I tried everything, something like small, fast licks, but then I was like, well, maybe I should just follow the chord progression and play arpeggios. So what I'm doing is A minor, G major, D minor, F major, and then goes. So I'm playing a harmony. Harmony is there, and then end up. And the chorus continues. So that's one way to do it, to play fully right out the solo, and that's obviously I play that exactly like this, or at least I try to play exactly like it's on the album, because it follows the chords by playing those. Those chords by arpeggios. And then one other example is, this is actually from our forthcoming second album. It is coming, it is, there's been, you know, people been asking what's been happening. Well, music business been happening. So sometimes, you know, you need to find a way and correct partners to do things, but now we have found, and everything will be revealed soon. But anyway, this is a solo that I'm actually quite proud of. It's probably 1 minute long from the album, and it starts with. But originally the solo started. There was a simple melody. And then came the more faster part, but then actually Jesper suggested that the part prior to that could I play a solo on that also, because it felt some kind of like it's this kind of headbanging part, and it felt a little bit empty. So then I did a solo, and that was actually a first take. I just grabbed my guitar and I played completely what came from my deep conscience. So what I ended up just doing is the song is in E, or again actual key is C. So what I was doing, I was just like playing that kind of crazy stuff, and I was like, wow, well, that was it. That was the first take, and I mean, I probably played something differently because something like that. I started with and then some this, and then some tapping based on pentatonic. So what I'm doing is this is the E first box, and then I'm tapping on the third box. And then comes the melodic part, and then comes actually part that I just noodled and until it's kind of like Randy Rhoads, not kind of, it is Randy Rhoads influenced, inspired. So that was actually, I just noodled until I found something really cool. And kept on recording. Okay, that part I like, and then when I had the solo, okay, like edited with probably 4 different parts, then I just learned that and played that like as a one, because I needed to be sure that I'm actually able to play that solo and not just copy paste really different flicks, hard licks. But anyway, the solo is like this. So here's a clip from our album. This isn't the final mix. This is just for my rehearsal purposes. So there's one guitar on the left speaker and my other is coming. So this is the final. Anyway, it goes like this. So as you now heard, I played the first part completely different than what I showed you earlier. So anyway, it's basically those and tapping things. It's nice that that's like my, you know, free improvising moment, I'll do something in the key of E minor, E natural minor, with wah and with tapping. And then comes the melodic written out part, which has a harmony, third harmony there. And then when the actual solo kicks in, or the third part of the solo, there's this, you know, I knew that I wanted to start with something like that was just completely like one of the takes I just did, and then when I listened, I was like, wow, that I like. And then I just figured out, okay, what the fuck did I do there? And then I like this. What I was just noodling. This was on another take. So this, I just tried different endings. You know, like or whatever. But I ended up choosing this one. It was improvised, but I realized that wow, that's actually pretty cool. Simple. What if I just put a harmony? And I just added a harmony afterwards to there. I just like, yeah, that's cool. And then the ending is was just, you know, like, how do I edit? I was like. Or, yeah, it starts from F sharp. Again, that was one of the takes which I was okay, I like that. And then when I had it all written out, I figured out how to play it, and I played it. Okay, well, that's basically how I come up with solos. So usually I start by just noodling, trying out some stuff, and slowly, you know, it will materialize. Or sometimes it is just the first take. I mean, there's another solo on the forthcoming Zara that was just the first take. I wasn't even meant to play a solo. I was just like, yeah, just press play. I'm just gonna just mark that this will be the solo part in the studio. And I wanted to have a wah. I'm just gonna play something with the wah that I remember later when I'm really going to do the solos. And then I just played something, and then we were all like, wow, that was pretty good. Well, let's keep that. And then I actually tried to do something better, a little bit more accurately played. But the first thing that I did without thinking anything, that ended up on the album. I mean, it's not perfectly played, and it's a little bit, you know, forward or back. So it's not exactly like, you know, but that's, I guess, a cool thing in music when it's played by real persons and really played and not just clicked, you know, whatever Guitar Pro things people do to make stuff. Sounds like machine, but that's the beauty of music, and I guess that's where guitarist style comes out. How they phrase, how they bend, do they play, you know, ahead or behind the beat or whatever, and well then that ended up being the keeper. Not perfectly played, but the vibe was there. Okay, hey, hopefully you got something out of this, and please stay tuned for more videos to come. And hey, please, if you have anything that you'd like me to do, please put in the comments or send me a message through my official Facebook, Euge Valovirta, or something, because I'm not really a YouTube guy. I mean, I do this every once in a while, and with just, you know, iPad and stuff, I don't know how to edit things and shit, so, you know, but these are cool to do. So and you know, if you find this interesting, please subscribe and just suggest something. So I'll try to, you know, make those your wishes happen. Okay, bye.